Hi, my name's Jack Greasley. I'm the product manager for Mari at the Foundry. Mari is a GPU-accelerated 3D painting application which I developed while I was at Weta Digital. Mari really came about because of the extreme requirements that Weta were facing when Avatar came in. The thing that we were facing is really the detail required in the characters. Traditional systems were only allowing us to deal with a very small amount of textures at any given time, and we realized that our requirements were dramatically larger than any of the existing packages could support. So we undertook a development program to make Mari to allow us to handle these enormous amounts of data. We've used Quadro GPUs all the way through its development, and they've been absolutely fantastic. Each new generation of Quadro has given us more and more power, and hence allowed us to pass it on to our artists as more and more freedom. So in this demo, I'm just going to take you through some of the features of Mari and show how the Quadro level GPUs really allow us to make our artists sing. This is Mari, and what I have loaded here is the Blacksmith texture set, which is some sample data that we ship along with Mari to allow artists to, get up and running quickly and start playing around with some real production data. So what I'm showing here is a texture set comprising 700 4K textures. If I can zoom into the blacksmith's face here, we can see that there's a really quite extreme amount of detail here. And it's not just a single texture. This texture set actually comprises all of these different channels over here. So what I can do is actually jump over here and I can show you the different components of this texture set. Each one of these sets of textures is 40 4K textures. And really the beauty of Mari, and coupled with the Quadro GPUs, is the fact that the interaction with this really quite large amount of data is very fluid and very smooth. So at its core, Mari is a painting application that allows texture artists to paint directly onto the surface of their models, even with these very, very large numbers of textures. So what I've done here is I've just zoomed in to the face, and I'll just pick a colour from the surface, and now I can actually just start painting directly onto the surface of this model in real time. What I can do now with my particularly lovely piece of texture painting here is apply some image manipulation and warping tools. Along with the painting, these are all GPU accelerated as well. So I get a really nice sort of smooth interaction, and as an artist I'm allowed to concentrate more on what I'm painting on rather than sort of dealing with technical limitations. So now that that's painted down, I can come out here and zoom out, and I've now made a modification to my texture. Mari doesn't only support large numbers of textures, it also supports very large textures as well. We support textures up to 32K square, and lots of them as well. And this really allows the artist to put the detail where they want on the surface, rather than having to worry about their UV layouts not being dense enough and not being able to fulfill the artistic requirements of the particular piece. This particular texture set is representative of a very complicated production level asset for most people. The surface of the blacksmith is broken down into 40 individual patches, each of which has a 4K texture applied. Dealing with data sets of this size at this sort of speed of interactivity just really wasn't going to be possible using just the power of the CPU, and each new generation of Quadro card has really given us at least a 2 or 4 times speed up on the previous generations. Mari is available now for Linux and will be available later in the year for Windows. You can get more information if you'd like it from thefoundry.co.uk/Mari, and thank you very much.